Thanks again for joining us here on the Crypto Weather Channel. Just wanted to send out a quick update that we are um, short term bearish on Bitcoin up until the halving point sometime next year in April, May timeframe, because we have actually made that move up above the future halving price line here. And as you can remember from our last video, one of our last videos, that if we crossed above the future halving price before the end of crypto spring, right, somewhere in this area here, uh, December 31st, if we crossed above the future halving price before the end of crypto spring, then we would be short-term bearish on Bitcoin because that raises the possibility of some downwards downwards price action here, right? At any point above that line up until the halving, and I'll show some examples of that here in a second. So also, we're also looking at the slow moving average is probably going to be below the jet stream, as we also mentioned previously. So we're looking at whenever the price does come down, we're looking at it to be trading somewhere primarily in this bottom area here below the jet stream up until the halving point. All right. So there could be some more price action going up top here. It's very possible. I mean, obviously anything's possible in Bitcoin, but I feel like the brunt of the upwards price action has surpassed anything up above this future halving price line here is FOMO to the upside, and we could literally it's literally like a ticking time bomb. We could fall down at any minute here. So let's go look back at the uh, the times we surpassed the future halving price. So this is the last cycle. As you can see, once we've made that approach and surpassed the future halving price, we did have some more upside there, but after that, it was all downhill from there. All right, so let's look at the cycle before that. We made that first. Well, actually, I wouldn't even call it the first, because obviously all these lines they've been touched before. All right, so like this current future halving price, we actually surpassed it in the last cycle. All right, so it's not necessarily the first time, but it's the first time in this cycle. So let's go back to the second cycle. All right, very late, touching that future halving price there for the first time in that cycle. I mean, right before the halving. All right, but as you can see, we had downward price action after that, shortly thereafter. Right, there wasn't a lot more upside after we touched that future halving price. All right, let's go back to the first cycle. All right, touch that future halving price, and then surpassed it, and then there was downwards price action after that. Right, so like I said, all of this price action above the future halving price is it's just a FOMO to the upside. Right. All right, this is all FOMO price action up here. We even actually went up for a second attempt there before the halving, and that's in the last cycle. All right, so the same is probably going to play out here in this cycle. So that's why we're short term bearish all the way up until the halving point, right? So um, you know once we once the halving event occurs, then we'll be switching our stance, back to a short term and long term bullish stance, right? As we move up that FOMO funnel there sometime, later next year. So, in the meantime, we are still, obviously we're still long term bullish. We are still, in a bull market. Hopefully we won't, you know, move further up here and then, come back down into a mini bear market. But, even if we did, it will be, relatively short lived, since we are, so close to the halving point, right? Just like back here last cycle, right? We had that mini bull market here that was really close to the halving point. So, it was relatively short lived, that mini bear market there. So, but there will be some downside here going forward, right? Because we have surpassed that future halving price here, right? So we are long term bullish, short term bearish up until the halving point. All right. So that's it for now. Keep in mind that this is not it's not financial advice and it is not trading advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. And thanks for watching.